Coronavirus outbreak update, January 30, 2020. The coronavirus declared global health emergency by WHO. The new coronavirus has been declared a global emergency by the World Health Organization. As the outbreak continues to spread outside China, the main reason for this declaration is not what is happening in China but what is happening in other countries, said WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. The concern is that it could spread to countries with weaker health systems. 7,186 confirmed cases worldwide, 169 fatalities, 1,220 in serious, critical condition, around 100 treated and released. Majority of cases in China, 17 countries reporting cases. The number of people in serious/critical condition in Hubei province alone has risen to 988. Up from 899 yesterday. It's also the largest number of new fatalities in one day since the outbreak began. China's National Health Commission reports 536 new cases and 1 new death. China's National Health Commission reports 12,167 suspected cases, an increase of 4,148 compared to yesterday. This is in addition to 7,711 confirmed cases in China. Also 1,370 people are in serious to critical condition, an increase of 261 when compared to yesterday. Air France suspends all scheduled flights from today from mainland China until February 9 due to the spread of the new coronavirus, which has killed at least 170 people. The company announced that on Wednesday that it was reducing its activity to a daily flight to Shanghai and Beijing as of Friday, and which had suspended its flights to Wuhan since January 22, will provide special flights to and from Shanghai and Beijing with volunteer crews from Thursday, January 30 to ensure the return flight of its customers and employees, a spokeswoman said. President Donald Trump tweeted, "Working closely with China and others on coronavirus outbreak. Only 5 people in the U.S., all in good recovery." India has confirmed that at least 1 case of coronavirus has reached the country. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare said the country's first case was in a patient in Kerala, a southwestern coastal state. The ministry said in a statement that the patient is a student at Wuhan University in China and has been isolated in a hospital. The case was confirmed to the government by the National Institute of Virology, and that the person is stable and being closely monitored. UK coronavirus update, as of 30 January, a total of 161 UK tests have concluded, of which 161 were confirmed negative and 0 positive. Asymptomatic infection, doctors treat 10-year-old boy shedding virus without symptoms. While his family fell ill with coronavirus, the 10-year-old appeared healthy and was only diagnosed after his parents insisted he too be tested. The case of a 10-year-old boy who was diagnosed with the Wuhan coronavirus even though he showed no symptoms is raising concern that people may be spreading the virus undetected by the frontline screening methods implemented to contain the epidemic. Airport screening failing to detect 63% of infected travelers. I could not confirm the source, as the GitHub link gives me a message error, but I trust the amazing mod team of the subreddit. God bless you. A patient in Tianjin, China tested negative until the 4th test. A patient from Tianjin was not confirmed until his 4th test according to Tianjin CDC, the 28th confirmed case in Tianjin, male, age 55. An employee of a maintenance department for Tianjin Railway, is a close contact with multiple co-workers that were diagnosed with a new type pneumonia. The patient had fever on January 19, was tested negative in 2 separate tests on January 25, had fever again on January 27, was tested negative on January 28, and tested positive on January 30 in his 4th test. He was later confirmed by the city panel of medical specialists, assembled for this outbreak, as the 28th case in Tianjin. He is now in stable condition. A student at Arizona State University has started a petition to cancel classes after someone from the university was confirmed to be infected with the coronavirus. A freshman Taskina Buian, who is majoring in microbiology, started the petition on change.org. and it had more than 21,000 signatures as of Wednesday evening. It is unclear whether the infected person is a student or staff member. The Arizona Department of Health Services, ADHS, identified the person only as a member of the Arizona State University community who does not live in university housing. The person recently returned from Wuhan, China, where the virus is believed to have originated. As part of our case investigation, individuals who may have been exposed to the patient will be notified by public health and provided with proper follow-up, ADHS Communications Director Chris Minnick told CNN. The ADHS said the patient is not severely ill. The patient is being kept in isolation to prevent the illness from spreading, according to the health department. Coronavirus spreads for first time in the U.S., CDC says. The husband of one of the patients in the U.S. with coronavirus has also been diagnosed with the illness, the first evidence that the new virus has spread person to person in this country, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported Thursday. We understand that this may be concerning, but based on what we know now, our assessment remains that the immediate risk to the American public is low, Dr. Robert Redfield, director of the CDC, said during a call with reporters. The couple lives in Chicago. The wife had been caring for her father in Wuhan, China, earlier this month. A man has collapsed and died outside a restaurant in Sydney's Chinatown after bystanders reportedly failed to perform CPR out of fears of coronavirus. There are now officially more Wuhan virus cases than SARS cases. Israeli Health Minister Yaakov Litzman banned on Thursday the entry of flights from China to Israel as a precautionary against the coronavirus outbreak in the East Asian country, which has already infected thousands and claimed dozens of lives. Litzman announced the new directive at the end of a meeting at the emergency department of the Ministry of Health revolving around confinement and treatment of the virus. And now, some good news. Pizza Hut donates more than 500 pizzas to 3 hospitals in Wuhan. From January 27, 2020, Pizza Hut will provide free carrying meals for medical staff in some key hospitals in Wuhan: Wuhan No. 6 Hospital, Wuhan No. 7 Hospital, and Wuhan Hanyang Hospital, supplying more than 500 servings a day. Pizza Hut hopes to send intimate condolences to the White Heroes. That is all for January 30th. 2020. Thank you for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.